my glasses. Good. Oh my glasses are really dirty. Tell I'm not a professional, right? He's not a professional streamer. All right. One of the reasons I use StreamYard. I don't want to figure out all the tech stuff. It's be able to jump in and go. So every now and then I do this thing where I draw other people's OCs, and it serves a couple purposes. It helps me, speak my own character design skills. Looking at other people's characters and making different choices where I would, and stuff like that. It also gets me drawing on, other people's specifications, rather than just designing. Sometimes I'll draw like characters from the books, same kind of thing, where I'm just going from other people's information rather than trying to make something up. And then the other thing is, a lot of these creators out there, they create these characters, they tell their stories, but they don't get the fan love that more well-known properties have. So, me drawing their characters, even though it's practice for me, it's like fan art for them. I think that's a nice thing. They get art that they might not normally get. So tonight I'm drawing a character called Illyia. I'm not sure. Illyia. I'm gonna say Illyia. Illya. Illyia. So I'm thinking Illy for Illy and Ia. Illyia. So the description I was given, you can see on the title card. That's the reference I was given, or that I pulled off the site. Created by a person called Poopy Puma. You can find Poopy Puma over on lamegangsters.com. I did not ask gender, so I apologize. I don't know whether Poopy Puma was a he, she. I don't know. So, but if you want to check out Poopy Puma's work, go over to lamegangsters.com. Anyway, Illyia. I'm going to keep saying Illyia. Is a Hallow One, which is a D&D kind of race. But a Hallow One is kind of like a zombie, but an improved zombie. So you have a person that's been resurrected, sort of like a zombie, but the person still retains their memories and personalities. They just don't have a soul. So they're undead, but they have sentience. They know who they are. They know who they were. Something like that. I guess she was turned into a Hallow One under mysterious circumstances. So in order to try and figure that out, she becomes a necromancer to learn more about how things come back to the dead. So that's why I wrote semi-ironically undead necromancer. So she is undead herself, but she's also a necromancer. So that's what I'm going by. Take down the title card, and I'll show you just a brighter picture of her where she's not watermarked. So this is the reference I have to go by. So undead necromancer. She was human, but since she's undead, I guess that's where we get that kind of pale blue look. She's not too crazy about being turned into a necromancer or turned into a Hallow One. So I guess she's got kind of an attitude, which you can see in the face. I'm getting kind of like Viking hair braid vibes there. I don't know if that was intended or not. A lot of this, he said it was they said it was a D&D character. Again, I didn't ask what character. I apologize. But they said it was kind of based on a D&D race. But a lot of the drawings I looked at on the Lame Gangster site were kind of sci-fi, because there's cities in them and there's people in armor and with guns and stuff. So I'm not sure where this character fits in what kind of universe. The armor you can see has kind of a more modernized look to it than you would see in like the medieval stuff. So I'm guessing there's some of that involved. The belt kind of reminds me of like a Batman utility belt. The skull is going to be a dragon skull. One of the things that I like that they did with the character is you can see like the armor. Sorry, the armor across the breast isn't cupped. It's more like, so I'm thinking like the Mandalorian. When you look at like Bo-Katan, she has like raised armor, but not bisected raised armor. So that's kind of where I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the abdomen areas. I can kind of point from the side here. So in the abs, the armor in the abs, I'm not sure what the intent there was. We'll try and make it segmented somewhat, but I'm trying to think about the mobility of how the armor would flex. And it's like there's a, I'm not sure if that's a strap or something coming down from the side of her breast armor down onto the side of her torso. I think that's intended to be like strapped. I can see like a button or something, or a couple buttons. And then it looks like he's wearing a cape with like pointed pauldrons to me. See, this is the other thing. When you're looking at other people's concepts, you have to try and interpret what they were going for. And I don't have the creator next to me to tell me what they were meaning. I have to kind of make my own guess. But the skull is supposed to be a dragon skull, so we'll stylize that up a bit, I think. And then it looks like, so this looks like a cape here, and then under the cape, I think there's armored arms. So it looks like there's armor, upper forearm armor, and then kind of a loose fabric area at the joint to allow mobility, and then kind of a thick upper forearm armor. So I'm just trying to interpret what I'm looking at here. So that's what I'm going for. And then again, the character is a necromancer. I figured I could throw some shadows of zombies or something in the background. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see. So I'm gonna hide that for you guys so you can see the page. I do need to have the reference up on myself though, so let me see. Where did I put that file? Oh, here, let me show you this real quick too. Since I am drawing somebody else's character, it's always nice to recognize where the character came from. Let me share. Present. Show that again. Character designs by Poofy Puma. Okay, so we'll take a look at the. Drag it over so I can see what I'm doing. All right. I'm lucky. Thankfully, I have more than one monitor, so I can do this. So this is Poofy Puma's website. Again, it's lamegangsters.com. But let's see, let's go to the portfolio and look at some of the characters. So I asked people, hey, can I draw one of your characters? And they sent me to this site, and I just kind of looked around. Portfolio character design. And this is what the page I went to. I was looking at their OCs, and that's where I found this character. Right, that's one we're going to be drawing tonight. You can see it's kind of I don't know, maybe like a cyberpunk vibe to it. Kind of what I get, because I can get a lot of those neon colors and the lights and stuff. So we're kind of taking D&D into cyberpunk. It's kind of what I'm thinking anyway. All right, stop sharing. And let me switch over to the camera software real quick so I can start recording the drawing for the replay process later. Okay, get that going. Make sure I'm focused. Okay. And away we go. So we've got the character over on one screen. All right. Now, the view I was given looks like kind of straight on. I want to turn the head a little bit just to just because it's more comfortable for me, really. And then I kind of want to have. She does have pupils, even though it looks like, from the thumbnail, it looks like her eyes are solid yellow. I gather the pupils are like a white and then yellow, but there's no line around the pupils, it's just white and yellow. I wanted to have kind of an upward tilt to the eyes. And then there's a scar thing that runs into her eyes. And I think, I was drawing this character because I like to put the smoky eyes around the characters. kind of like Bucky the Winter Soldier in the first movie. You know, I kind of like that deep set shadowing in the eyes. Um, okay. And then here, now this is where I've got to make stuff up because I'm drawing slightly different angles than what the reference is. So like I can't see the side of her head. Like I don't know where if the scar continues on. I'm gonna assume it does, and just kind of wrap it around the back of her skull, or this whatever this line is, tattoo, scar. I'm not sure. She does have a nose ring on this side, so we can put that in. Her ears are kind of prominent, so we can go ahead and keep those out. And then since I've got the head tilted down a little bit, I can have the ears a little on the high side. Okay. And then he's got they've got like a lip snarl thing going on. I kind of like that because you said the character is kind of has an attitude. So let's see if we can keep that in there, like they drew, but we'll just have to put it on a sideways angle. She got kind of feel that one. So the philtrum and centerpiece one of those is here. And we'll just do the grimace with the mouth that way. Then we can tug this lip up. Kind of getting there. I want to make her too angular. Alright. And then we'll figure out this mohawk pattern. And I think it goes, like I said, I think it's kind of like a Viking braid down the back. See, I can probably braid down farther. The forehead. I don't see the scar on that side, but it does look like this nose ring has a ring that goes around to the like a chain or something that goes around to the ear on the other side. But since I'm not being able to see that ear, I'm just gonna have to make it tuck around the cheek like that. Okay. And let's see. How can we sell this attitude some more? Have the heads down. Figure out where the body's going to be. Now, we're going to cover up a lot of stuff with her outfit and her hair and all that kind of stuff. So right now I'm just kind of mapping out what's underneath everything. Give her those kind of proportions. Now, we can start thinking about this armor. Now, there is a dip in the armor, although it's not going to have, like I said, it won't have the bisected breast cups. But we do need to think about how it's going to curve around that, and then we'll create the shelf at the peak of the breast in here, and then we're not going to make it curve down, we're just going to have it angle down. Okay. And that comes in handy that I did that thing for the ribs right there, so it's kind of where the base of the armor comes in. Okay. Now, this is where I can't see what's going on in the design. So I've got to make stuff up here. Like I said, it looks like there's a strap of some sort that comes along here. Okay. I don't want to handle this. Just have it terminate. And I can't see if there's anything underneath this strap. So this butt kind of thing here. Okay, now the armor. Then the armor, this is where I look at something like Iron Man, and you see how the plates interlock and overlap each other. The design that Kufi Puma did, I don't really see the ability to slide over, so it looks too rigid to me. So we're going to try and get some of that, the ability to flex in there. He does have, they do have. Sorry, I'm an old cisgender dude. I default to T. Sorry, I don't know. So they have, we'll have the center plate. Trying to figure out how long I got this. They created the plates with like 3, or the abdominal plates with like 3 overlaps. So you want to imagine this plate is sliding over this plate, and this one's sliding over this one. So that gives the character the ability to, rotate her torso front and back. So you have to imagine that. So a little armor design 101. Get this divot in the abdominal section, so that you don't get a snag like when she bends forward. Like if I had it straight, or if I had it dip down the other direction, you'd have that snag where the tip of the armor is digging into itself. So you could keep it straight across, but having that little dip there gives you a little bit more flexibility as far as the bending forward. Okay. So that's my thought process there. And then to create the ability to twist the trunk, I think we need more plates. And that's where you see like the armor designs in Iron Man stuff. You'll see a set of plates coming this way, so that these plates can slide under these plates. That makes sense? You guys with me? You're not going to talk to me. Why do I even ask? Okay. So I'm going to have that come down. The curve up into the breast. Now then this one coming down. And so I think, to me, this makes sense to have this follow the torso a bit more, like that. So we can maybe justify that coming into the armor. And I feel like we need something. I can't see what's back here, but I feel like we need something behind the front breastplate. We're gonna have interlocking armor plates here, interlocking armor plates here. And again, this is to give her the ability to slide or bend forward. This is the ability to give her trunk twist. Make sense? Anybody here? Okay. We got a belt, kind of like a utility belt, and I can't see pants or skirt or anything like that. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So we'll make that up. But we do have a belt buckle that looks like a dragon. And it looks like it sits a little bit low, almost like a cod piece. So yeah, I'm looking at the center line for the body's coming down. This would be where her groin is. Right? I gotta figure out what I want to put on the lower extremities there. But we'll have, just like we did with her head, we'll have the center line for the skull, whatever it's going to be. And it's going to be a dragon skull. So you see horns. And we'll try. Yeah, I got to try and pull up some knowledge of skulls from out of memory. Have the deep orbital sockets, orbital crest. And then I'm thinking like the nasal cavities on like creatures that have snouts tends to be kind of long. Even though the nostrils are only the tips, the cavities tend to be long. So I'm gonna bring the nasal cavity up here. Have it come down. Okay. And then the eye sockets, interestingly enough, like if you look at like rats or something, they don't go all the way around like ours. You'd have the upper part that kind of goes in. Let's see, for a dragon, I think we're just doing the top part of the skull, right? So, I forgot how the teeth would. Orbital sockets. Bone coming off of that. I don't want to make the bones too big because, again, I'm thinking about her ability to bend forward. So if she's got a dragon skull with like huge horns on it or whatever, huge spikes, it's really going to affect her ability to bend forward, right? And in fact, it looks like the Kufi Puma made the. That's why at first I thought the skull was like a dog. Let me bring the image back up real quick. So if you look at the right above the eyes, you can see the two horns, and they're like dripping forward. So it makes it kind of look like a dog's ears leaping forward. But it would make sense to have the horns coming forward so that they wouldn't dig into it if you bent forward, right? So we can do something like that too. So we can have the horns, and just make it more visibly that it's horns coming forward kind of thing. Something like that. Okay. All right. Now, belt. Again, it looks like the belt sits kind of low. It comes up across her hips. So we'll do this S-curve on the belt. Okay. So got that. We got the start of two braids. And we got the skull coming down this way. And then the thing catches up in braids, so let's see the start of this. And then braid. We have the braid following across. And braid coming across. Okay. Now she's got this cape thing. It looks like it has a collar built onto it. So we're going to call this like the peak of the cape. Figure out where the collar's going to go. Kind of like that. Let's see. And we'll visualize it underneath the braid. That. Cape goes up to the shoulders. And then we've got these pauldrons built in. I don't know. This looks bigger than the cape, so I might have to make the pauldron's got this cup shape. That I think is designed to look kind of like a bat wing or something, or I can see like multiple levels to it. Oh, blocking. Don't you say I say anything? So I'm blocking the view, the reference. So we have this built up from the shoulder. Kind of looks like an ear the way I've got it. But then it looks like there are, multiple levels here. I'm not sure what these strokes are supposed to be. We'll try to incorporate them in somehow. Okay. And then the other side looks like more of a traditional raised shoulder. Okay. So if that ties into there, then I'm gonna have to have the cape come down more. So we have the cape that's actually going to be cut, I guess. It's not a straight edge. There's a curved edge on the cape from the way it's drawn for it to cross her body and then go down. So it's not like Batman's cape where I would have this be a straight or follow tension points. This one's got a straight and then a curve. Okay, let me see. Try to give her some attitude, maybe we could put her hands on her hips or something. Maybe not. Can I allow for that? Can I allow enough room for that? Probably not. I think I've got her torso too deep. So I'll take that down. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I like that. What are we gonna do with that hand? Maybe there's some necromantic energy in the fist or something. Let's see. Let's do the claw. The claw. Let's see if I have I want the claw to cover though. Nope, don't like that. Plus, I put the thumb on the wrong side. Hands out the thumb and button to the side. Okay, let's see. What's that? Is that flow? Let's see. Belt has segments on it. Pop those in real quick. I don't know what these are. Maybe that's which keeps the sharp repellent. Okay, so the cape is coming here. I've got some accents on the cape. They flow around. I'm going to get to those right there. And then let's take the cape and say it's pulling this way. And on this side, the shoulder thing, we can actually just take the cape and let's see, it comes around. We can have it come low like that. Alright, so that gives her a cape. We've got a general thing going on with the arm. We've got to put some armor on the arm. As I can see, like I said, it looks like there's armor there, and then like a fabric-y joint, and then armor on the forearm. So I've got the forearm coming towards us. I've got to end up with this curve going this way. The arm down, forearm forward. And let's see. Don't know. And I don't know. It's just kind of, the reference is just kind of a gray mass down here. So I don't know what's going on down here. Let's give her a skirt of some sort, so we can just put some flow on in there. Right. Kind of ties into the cape. And the cape comes down the arm, flows. Skirt hits her and flows. And it just helps create some motion for the character, even though she's just standing there. And then I'm going to assume the armor on the arms is symmetrical of some sort, or sort of symmetrical, so we can have the thick high collar, the thick collar on the upper forearm, and then the taper. And I think, kind of in fitting with the look of the world building that we did, we can put gloves on her, kind of like the leather, maybe half finger gloves. So now some of the pencils here so I can make sure I understand what I drew. The armor plate top here somewhere. We can have, kind of like Iron Man, maybe we can have a hint of a change in direction on the armor, so it's raise the bicep. Yeah, I feel like there should be a seam somewhere in this. Again, I don't have a lot to go on with what's going on with the arms, so I'm just making stuff up. but in order to put the armor on, I feel like there should be a seam or something, usually along the inside of the forearm. So we can have that. And this goes up and thick. A slight opening there before we see the other side, and then we have maybe some straps or something. So maybe she slides them on, kind of like cuffs. And then there's a flexible area, and then there's an armor plate up here. Let's see. We can. It doesn't look like there's armor up here. So skin, armor. And then let's put some shambling corpses in the background. Okay, can't see anything there because this is cape right here. Okay, I think we're getting there. My friend Reed Kishimoto gave me this method for doing braids. It works fairly well. We'll draw a zigzag down the middle of the braid. Okay, and it kind of lets you know where this is coming in. Okay, so go to the other side. Nice quick way to do braids. And you can see the collar up there. Cape. It's an interesting cape thing. There's an element that looks like it comes off the pauldron. And then that creates kind of a pressure point for the cape. All right, we'll go with it. Let's put some ink in it. Is this my dead? Unopened ones. I have so many supplies. These are combo calligraphy pens. They're good with watercolor. They're good with marker. So, one of the brands I use. I also like the Kuretake brush pens. Okay, so I want to draw the pupil. You want to keep this heavy eye shadow. heavy shadow on the bottom of it as well. Well, even though there's a pupil in there, the pupil's going to be kind of white. Okay. I don't know if I should. The braid doesn't start right away, right? So we just have kind of 2 lumps of hair that become the braids. Now let's see. Feature or that pretty cool to do the character with like some dangling hairs. They look kind of thick though to me. I'm just gonna draw some thinner. Trying dangling hairs. I think I can make that too thick. Let's slide. Okay. So try to get that kind of snarl in there. And we'll just use black for now to indicate this chain. Yeah, okay. Now, get some choices here. It looks like he's got like multiple earrings, which I didn't really catch any pencils. So yeah, I think that's what's go here. So, do this kind of shapes me. I can't tell what they're supposed to be. So, I think there's like a ring there. Ring there. These kind of ears rings hurt from what I understand. Look at that thin part on the ear. Number 2, and that's fine. I can do silhouette and then come in with a white paint pen or a white pencil and add in some shape to it. Okay. Just notice she's got some kind of plating on her neck as well. Some neck plating. Similar thought to the neck plating as you have for the torso. You have to allow for movement if you're going to put armor over the neck. Unless you want to kill your character with their own armor. So you have this muscle that comes down from the ear. All right. Okay. Put the blue armor on. And the armor pushing stuff up, huh? Still trying to kind of parse this piece out right here. I think it's got to come lower. You have to imagine there's enough room for a shoulder in there somewhere, right? But then this cape thing would have to come in front of that. Right there. Cross that. a really dark gray. Berg coal hole. Good vibes. Thank you, Berg. And these are just going to be like zombies in the background. Throw some white in there to like show some limbs or some fingers and stuff like that. You just kind of hear rain in the background. And then, let's see, there's like an undead horde. Maybe we can have some pikes or something. One. We can have one raising a fist or something. Silhouettes for the win, right? Okay. Let's see what over here. Focus on slight dip in the armor for the flexibility purposes again. I'm keeping it kind of simple. I'm not sure what the Puma was going for on the armor side. It looks like there's some kind of flexible pattern in the joint. How we doing? You still here? Anybody still here? Probably not. It's all good. Not sure what's going on there. These hands aren't particularly accurate, but trying to get the attitude in there. Zombies on the inside, kind of the same way, just silhouette them in, brush it, bunch them. use a white pencil to throw in some highlights, I think, to can sell the horde a little more. Do I have a white pencil handy? Take that one. Before I start putting the white pencil down, I'm going to erase out the draft line. Sketch. So it doesn't cause grays where I don't want them. All right. So, let's see. Some weird elements like that. And fun to just do stuff like this every now and then. Drawing anything in particular, just a hint of detail. Hey, here's my zombie. Okay, let's try and figure out the colors. It's kind of a light purple to the pink. Maybe cave colors here. Ooh, it's dying. How appropriate that my marker is dying on this on the necromancer. It's fine, it's fine. Ooh, I need a light blue. And blue gray. And here where they want the light sources from. Put shadow in the back. Just quickly dropping in some shadows. Quickly dropping in great angle values. Skin has a bluish tint to it, so we'll lower this with the light blue. We might add some purples in there from the looks of that. That's the flash, that's flash. This is flash. This is flash. The eyes are yellow and white. Well, yellow and white, the lighter yellow. So let's put I don't even know if you can see that on the camera. Go right around yellow for the head, the eyes. There's the white paint. No, it's got the white pencil. I want to be right. Real, kind of like that. Okay. Now, armor has a purple hue to it. It's a grayish blue, blue purple. So I'm gonna grab another blue. So that was a B41. Bluish purple top part of the armor. That's bluish and purple. We'll get some purple hues in there. Pink. We're going to do the same thing, same color for the armor that's on the arms. So it's kind of, we'll think of it as gunmetal blue. I'm not sure exactly what color it is off the top of my head. It's gray, kind of a lighter gray. And the skirt, what we made into a skirt is going to be a dark gray, but we're going to do gray with the blue over it, I think. So this is C6. Put darker too. That's C4. And then 3 for this armor. And this as well. So equal 3. We're going to go to and 1. Just put some shade on this. This is almost going to dry back to the paper color. This is going to be a yellow, pale yellows. Pale yellow. Augmented gray. Let me put that bluish. There. Really? This side. Purple lips? Very bright purple lips. Let's see. Probably gonna have to do a pencil for the lips to get it that right. I do like going over markers with colored pencil anyway, so we're all good there. So that was a C. So this is a C5. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to put some like a light glow behind the zombies. So I want to have that the darker background to offset that brighter glow. Just create that. I never replace a blade on my brush on my C6. Somebody remind me. Just put the texture in. And again, this just gives me something when I put like a light blue pencil over it, it'll stand out more. And put it behind here. I can kind of even a quick move around everything back there in the background. You can see it. Have a darker background. This is that necromantic energy or something. I don't know. That's a good idea. I should carry that into black with set them into the background. I think I have some of that blue in her hand. Maybe we can have stuff to flip on around. I don't know. Let's see. So we'll put this blue around her fingertips too. And then we'll come over some white paint pen to add some brightness to it. You can even let's put that out there. I know it's really hard to see right now in the camera. I'm putting like blue tendrils around her hand. And then we'll go over with the white pencil to help solidify that curling eldritch magic of some sort. Okay, now let's see what kind of choices we'll make here. Here's some color. Not really a brown. Let's use ivory. Okay. Grab a purple pencil. Got one here. Throw some purple shading into her face. Let's give some color. And one thing I've been practicing for the last couple of years, well, not the last couple of years, but last year, just about at the end of December, maybe even around November time frame, I started like really concentrating on being able to put more color in my work confidently. So I went to watercolors, and then that kept me loose enough to force myself to do it. But now I'm doing a lot of pencil over marker to get that extra color in there, a little pop. I'm slowly getting more comfortable. Half the time it's so subtle you can't even tell on camera. Brighter purple. That lighter. So that looks. Okay, yeah, that's correct. To the lips. I'm not too worried about it yet. Start adding in some other shading and highlights and stuff, and everything will start to come out more. But all these shadow areas that I had in the face, kind of hitting with the purple to give it some color. And you do the same thing in the fingers. And actually, this is going to have more blue. A little bit of purple in it. Accents. Okay. And darken this one down here a bit. I kind of messed up with shading here, but I've got a light source here. So we'll come in with a white or a white or a gray and add some shading to that. Or some highlight into that, rather. All right, let's go ahead and put some magic into the magic. And get that pink into work. So I have this power like sneaking around the zombies too. Alright. It's not playing very well for tonight, but it's okay. Alright. So purple, I've got the purple highlights in the head. Let's get some of the flesh down here in the torso. White. Let's see. Purple key. More purple. Still, this is a little on the red side, but I think we're getting there. We're on time. 34 minutes, not too bad. Again, this is the character named Illyia, yeah, Illyia, who is a Hallow One, which is in a form of undead, but she's also a necromancer herself. So, you know, it's like people becoming psychologists to try to figure out what's wrong with them. She became a necromancer to try to figure out how she wound up as one of the Hallow Ones. Character belongs to Puffy Puma, who you can find on lamegangsters.com. I think is on my crawl. Pretty sure I put it on my crawl. Careful not to hit the power bang. Okay, so now since I have this power here, I have a primary light source now. Other than whatever the global illumination, I have a bright light source here. So I'm going to put highlights coming from this side. Just line up in the face. There's a cuff on the wrist armor. And that cuff has a thickness to it, so the thickness is going to catch all the light. Make that cuff right. And roll the input light coming right down the 5-step. Okay, kind of like that, yeah. Engaging the bell, it's going to catch a lot of the light. See all those X's right there. Okay, that side's going to be shaded. You might have some light. Edge. I'm having conflicting light sources here because I got whatever the global illumination is going to be brighter overall, but because this is closer, I have it casting the stuff. Putting some shadows and stuff. I don't feel like this blue is bright enough. Like the brighter blue I can put in there. The lighter blue, but the problem is it's on a darker paper. So. Dark, purple, dark, purple, dark. Blue, I didn't try that one. And then the one I wanted. One, kind of soften it up a bit. Yeah. Soften that up a bit. And on the back end of the base, purple we use Get really heavy with the ink, you can kind of knock out those hard edges. All right. I'm going to keep it in some shadows, I think. Again, so let's see 5 again. With the brush tip, hopefully. C5 and then you do the brush tip on. So C5. And light source here, light source above. I think this one's shielded from the light because of the torso. Okay. I want to put white in the gray. Got very pencil. So this is gray, but this will give me brighter gray for highlights, but not be as strong as putting out like pure white on it. Can I cover up that? Covering up this red spot that seemingly indicates. Using a white paint pen for the higher specular areas. Okay, what do you guys think? So again, this is the brand. So this is the character I had to go by. This is what I wound up with. I guess I could put some more purple than the purplish gray in the armor, maybe. The same purple that I used in the skins, I could probably do in the armor a bit. And to give the armor a slight purplish cannon. I'll put it on very heavy. I'm just trying to again get that with a slight pink. This should be darker here too. 2. I don't recommend going on paint pen with markers. My markers are already beat up and abused, so you can get away with it. With the dark paint, you tend to do that. All right, it's times it now. It's almost 2 hours. We'll call that done, I guess. And we'll send that over to Puki Puma. If he is happy with my version of his character, I don't know. If they are happy with my version of his character, I don't know. Like I said, old sister, I default to be him. I don't know. I should have asked. Dragon's Ball. Yeah. So I don't know. Let's open the tattoo or the streak. No, it looks like you get. Does she have cracks? No, I can't. This just got to be more hair. Crazy loose strands, maybe a few sticking out. Back in there. All right, not bad for a quick sketch, I don't think. Blind spots. All right, thanks for watching.